One of the most attractive parts about yoga is that you can practice just about anywhere. You can find a place to lay your mat. But it's always nice when there's a class in your neighborhood that fits into your schedule too.
It's becoming really mainstream. There's studios all over. I mean, a city the size of Buffalo hosts so many studios, and so there's a need for additional spaces to practice yoga because the classes are full.
Places like the basement of North Buffalo's Parkside Lutheran Church. When the studio that Megan Callahan used to teach at closed down last fall, word got around to Nate Pressinger. He's the pastor here.
I told my wife about what had happened, and she practices yoga a lot herself, and it's something really important to her, and so she's like, Nate, you have to reach out to them. You have to do something.
The 28-year-old has been working to find new ways to rebuild the church's congregation ever since he started running it 3 years ago.
It's a big, beautiful building. It's very old, and it takes a lot to just take care of it. And because they didn't have a full-time pastor or anyone here, the building was largely empty and just not used. There wasn't a lot of the community connections going on.
Nate actually invited us to come in and said he had this unutilized dance space in the basement, and he would be thrilled if we would come check it out. And it was such a great fit. So now we have this space downstairs, and we also have spaces up on the 3rd floor.
Nate and Megan came up with a plan that would help them share resources, make sure her yoga studio got off to a successful start, and help the church too.
They give us a percentage of whatever they make, and that varies from month to month, but it helps just kind of offset the cost of utilities here. But more than anything, it's most beneficial just to have life and energy in the building and things happening.
For a dedicated yogi, attending a yoga class is just as spiritual of an experience of attending a mass, and that connection is an important part of the foundation of this partnership.
I practice yoga myself, and it's, for me, a very deep form of prayer. And really, I mean, you talk about yoga as a practice. And really, in the same sense, that's a lot of what we do on Sunday morning. We practice our faith on Sunday morning by saying the prayers, by singing the hymns, by listening to the sermon.
And we've seen throughout the city different churches closing because the overhead is so much, and they're being repurposed and turned into arts centers or multi-use centers. So we're really excited to be part of a multi-purpose space that still has a church in it. We've been putting fresh coats of paint around and bringing plants and hanging art on the walls by local artists and bringing things in and just infusing it with new energy. And we've also seen the church population responding really positively to that. And I'm going to attend the Easter service on Sunday, so I'm excited.